process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. Changing order, tread in dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols, get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. God on his head, God on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. For his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 11, Thomas. 11. Back.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He's going to test this secondary right away. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield, and they're able to force the incomplete pass.
Gun.
Burrow here on second down. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for Seattle. 53 yards.
Seahawks, first down.
Let's get set. 12.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Here we go. Stop.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 mighty. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down. Quick hitting slant there. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they have a fourth down decision.
Will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up. And set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Burrow to throw. Downfield, and he's got it. Be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
First and 10
down
at
the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut. 11 Thomas. Stop.
On the ground, here's the 4th round pick from the April draft. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I'm one. Ready?
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
The 12-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Right up.
Now, Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard pickup makes it
a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
I'm one. Ready?
3rd, they need 8.
Here we go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold them on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it's really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback.
On one, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. Butler, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and
11.
I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Right, 80. Right, top. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
A gain of 19.
They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
At the 33-yard line.
First carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now a screen set up for Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
The break the Hubbard coming up now for first and 10. Hill looks to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. Here's a give to Achane. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll be taken down at after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready up!
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set! 60, 19, run, 18, run.
Leggett in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll take this one in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Texans. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point from Party is good. And the Texans move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. 11. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Second and 10.
11, MT, take. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd
The
down.
drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Gotta go.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Stop.
Burrow to throw for it on field. Although Blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations. I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game. All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Minus game.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's in! Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple of plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
at their own 18-yard line.
MT. It's just set.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they ended up with a big interception.
They bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. The Texans first down.
On the handoff, this is H.M. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Motion man is Rice. Once again, it's H.M. And he will get into the end zone. Come on, H.M. Touchdown, Texans. Carney now to add the extra point.
Joshua Carney on for the extra point.
No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Texans move out to a 21-3 advance. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he just does get that ball away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And they will finally get them as he's brought down near the 40-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
First down.
Now they'll set up to throw. Headed left, buying time. And he's into a slot to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
second down and 8.
Let's go.
Bill look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Looking underneath for H.M. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
It's 4th down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal.
For the field goal. A 33.
Good snap. Good hold. Good catch. And the Texans can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. And he will sit on it here in the end zone
Seahawks take over
for a
first
touchdown.
and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Gun.
They go play action for Burrow. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. And now we'll get a stoppage, and that is Joe Burrow, who's in some real discomfort down there. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Finding space at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks.
They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11. That.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second
He
down.
was defended by Derek Stingley.
Here we go.
Go wild on the inside handoff. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
It's a
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here we go. Good.
4th down. Fields. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play when they get themselves off the field.
First and 10 now from the 36.
11. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ingram. And he'll move us ahead for about 4 yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
one of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Second touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. The extra point from Harding is good, and the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Here we go. Win the rep, let's go, right here.
First down, Fields. Look in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Fields now on second down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On the run to the right. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Tidied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
And the Texans first down.
Let's go now.
A run out of the gun with Achan. And he's got another one. Come on, Achan. Touchdown, Texans. It is his third touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. The extra point from Purdy is good. And the Texans stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Fields now. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Benton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Motion man is Rice. Well run with Achan. And he's into the end zone yet again. Come on, Achan. Touchdown, Texans. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hey, can't. Here we go. We're good. Blue 58, tonight.
A first down throw for Fields. Plus, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now, a second down throw for Fields. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just couldn't get anything going to the end.
Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right.
Fields going to look to run this himself. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
A gain of
A
36
big play
yards.
for Seattle.
That's another
36 yards.
First
Set to go now on first
at the
and
31-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Will Anderson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
It's now second and 19.
Here we go.
At the 39-yard line.
Right. Right.
Second down. It's Fields. And they're going to give him a second time. He goes down again. Will Anderson. He is having one heck of a night. His 3rd sack of the game. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Throwing is Fields. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. And the Seahawks cut into the lead a little bit.
45. Seahawks 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. He'll drop to throw. On the quick slant, it's caught by Tank. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pick up a 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Leggett. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Houston. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Makes the score Texans 52. Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line. Second and 9.
From the 20, here's second and 9.
Go.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Right.
And he's going to go backwards
Go. Here we go.
Fields to throw for it. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. All right.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Fields. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Myers kick is good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will get just a bit closer.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's H.M. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st down, Texans.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd down, he'll take the handoff and hold on to it. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Motion man is right. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's brought down after a gain of a punt.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Motion man is right. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now, after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Here we go, 18, Pioneer, 60 Eagle, 6, Dragon 60.
Here's a design run, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Texans will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from right around the goal line. We'll get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue PS time. Test, butt strike.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down around the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks.
They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And 10 at the 32-yard
From the 32
line.
now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
2nd and 10.
Looks like a design run here. Oh, a loose football. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Recovered by the Texans.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
The ball carried by number 33. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 3.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
17.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important. And give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
They go play action with Fields. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
They're trying to hit him with a screen. He's into space, past the 15. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
Hey, Ken, blue 58, blue 58. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll be hit as as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Third and long.
Here we go. 3:19. Get that. Back.
Fields to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
On the set. Set up.
Motion man is right.
18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Now give on the ground, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll come up to third and 3.
Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got his man to the 6. And he's close to the goal line. Took a big shot at the end. But he indeed will have them set up for first and goal.
Houston.
Ready, ready. Here we go. Set.
Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Texans 69. Seahawks 17.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.